What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another World of Warcraft video for the War Within. Now today we are once again continuing our professions overview video series where I'm talking about professions and how to make gold with them. Today we are talking about enchanting. Now in this video series I'll be covering how to spend your knowledge points and the different specialization trees to go for, highlighting how to make gold with these professions. There are several ways to make gold with every single one, and enchanting is no different. Enchanting is also looking really good. I think it's a overall improvement from Dragonflight, and maybe even a little bit simpler, which we'll cover in this video. Now before that I want to say a massive thank you to, well, you for watching these videos. Like, the support on my War Within videos lately has been absolutely through the roof, and I just want to thank you so much. And once again, your feedback means everything to me, so let me know in the comments down below if there's any improvements I can make to these videos, and any videos you want to see me cover before the launch, let me know. I will do my best to test them on the beta and learn everything that I can, and then present it to you guys in a somewhat easy to understand manner. And I also want to say another thank you to everyone who's picked up my War Within Goldmaking Guide already as well. The support has once again been absolutely amazing, thank you so much. And if you don't know what this is, it's a goldmaking guide that I've made for the War Within. You can read more about it through the description down below, but it's currently an 88 pages long document that I've made from playing on the beta, and we are so far covering the professions, how to spend your knowledge points, the best ways to make gold with every single profession, and also talking about how to spend your concentration points to maximize the profits that you can make in the War Within. Now we have also found several gold farms in the War Within based on the beta as well, for both skinning, tailoring, and inscription. Yeah, you can loot Darkmoon cards now from regular mobs, so we've been finding several farms for that as well. And this is once again just on the beta. We find a lot more gold making info when the expansion is actually out, but so far we have found a lot, and there's way more coming as well. Now when you buy the guide, you will get every single update sent to you for free. It's a one-time purchase, so you buy the guide once, you get every single update in the future sent to you for free. And right now, if you buy it right now, you can also get the Dragonflight Goldmaking Guide for free in the same purchase. That gives you 2 guides for the price of 1, and that will allow you to use the Dragonflight Goldmaking Guide to farm some gold and make some gold before the War Within comes out. And then when the War Within comes out, you can use that gold guide to make gold in that expansion as well. And a added bonus is that this guide is currently on half price by using the code Solheim. So you can get 2 guides for the price of 1, and that one is half price. And it also supports me a lot, so you're getting gold, or like you're getting a way to make gold, and you're getting all the knowledge I have for gold making, and supporting me at the same time. So if you want to do that, well, the link will be down below. And if you do buy the guide, thank you so much. Now let's talk about enchanting and how to make gold with enchanting in the War Within. Now, on a surface level, enchanting hasn't really changed that much. As you can see, we still have things like Shatter Essence, we have recrafting, we have crafting different types of reagents, like for example the Harbinger Crest, which might be new, but then again we also have the Concentration Concentrate, which we have basically had in the past, but not concentration, but something else. For inspiration, we have Mirror Powder, a different type of reagent as well that we can make. We have mana oils still, so we have this, and we have the Algari mana oil, for example. We can make rods and wands, we have boot enchantments, bracer enchantments, chest enchantments, and just a lot of different enchantments. And the thing is, when you start out, your crafting list will not look like this. You will have way less enchants than I currently have, and that is because that I am playing on the beta. I have put in every single knowledge point that I can, so we have maxed everything out. And if you go to, for example, we have everlasting enchantments over here, you learn so many recipes from this talent tree, it is absolutely ridiculous. And the same thing goes for ephemerals, enrichments, and equipment as well. You get some recipes from there too. So because I have spent so many knowledge points, we have quite a few recipes already that you probably won't have for quite a while when the War Within comes out. That being said, let's talk about exactly how to make gold with enchanting. Now, when it comes to enchanting, a quick overview is that you will either make gold from making enchants and then selling them. This can be, for example, illusion enchants, it can be regular enchants, which you will want to get the recipes for. So some of them, for example this one, it's a drop from a certain person in a certain zone. Can also be looted from a treasure, as you can see. It's a drop from Prioress Murprey in the zone of Priory of the Sacred Flame, which is a dungeon, or it can drop from the treasure, challenger's cache in the Dawnbreaker. So you have two different ways to get this one, and that is a haste enchantment for rings. Permanently enchants a ring with Belledar's Radiance, increasing haste by 265. So some of the actual enchants that we have, this one as well, the recipe World Creatures, as an example. Now, when it comes to making enchants, you want to have the best recipes available. Like, take a look at some of the best in slot lists and look at the enchants they need and make those enchants at the highest quality you can. So even now, even when I have spent all of the knowledge points that I can't even make this enchant at quality 3. That being said, we have a brand new resource called Concentration, so you want to use your concentration as much as you can on the best enchants in the game to get them at the highest quality that you can. Now, that being said, I am only lacking 30 knowledge points or 30 skill points to get it at the highest quality, and as you can see, I'm only using a rank 2 ruined bismuth rod. I can get this one way better, so you get way more skill. So get the best profession tool and the best profession accessories that you can as soon as possible. But that being said, like still, 480 skill points is a lot for enchanting, and it will take you weeks, maybe even months to get there, so be prepared for that. That being said, when you can start making quality 2, you can spend your concentration to get quality 3. And for enchant specifically, that is super worth doing. That will be a lot of profit for your enchanters, so keep your concentrations, spend them on the best enchants in the game, and you will make absolute bank. Now, apart from enchants, you can also make gold from, for example, if you scroll all the way up, you can make gold from mana oils. You can also make gold from reagents, so you have different ways to make gold right there. With that being said, let's take a look at the different specializations to go for, based on the paths of which you take when it comes to making gold. So the first specialization tree we have to talk about is called Supplementary Shattering. Specialize in shattering the magical essences of Castlegar, gleaning fleeting but increasingly potent crafting bonuses from the magic within. Your studies will also benefit your concentration. Now, I'm not going to read through everything here, but basically this one right here gives you ingenuity, or ingenuity, there we go, which is inspiration but for concentration. So you have a chance whenever you craft based on your ingenuity to get concentration back when you spend it. It's inspiration, but every time it procs, it gives you concentration back. Now on this side, you will have multicraft. Down here, you have plus, you get 1% more concentration back whenever you get ingenuity procs, right? And then on the left side, you have resourcefulness. And this talent tree right here, or specialization tree, is a very good secondary tree to any way of making gold. If you want to be an enchanter, you go for everlasting enchantments first, you get the recipes you want to have, and then you go to supplementary shattering and get, for example, ingenuity, resourcefulness, and also this one to get more concentration back. But when it comes to enchantments, you don't really care that much about multicraft, right? So for example, whenever you do the enchantment over here, there's no multicraft for regular enchants. That being said, when it comes to mana oils, that's when you want to have multicraft. So returning back here, this one is a secondary knowledge talent point, a specialization tree to pick for any enchanter out there. No matter how you want to make gold with enchanting, this is a really good talent tree to have, or specialization tree to have as a secondary, but it's not gonna be your primary one, but it's a very good secondary one to pick. So with that being said, let's take a look at Designated Enchanter, or Designated Disenchanter. This is going to be a character that pretty much everyone wants to have. This is going to be a character specified into disenchanting items, where you will get more skill points when disenchanting. Going on the left side, you will have Uncommon Utilitarian, giving you more materials back, and higher quality materials when disenchanting greens, and upon learning the final one, like over here, you have a chance to create more Storm Dust when disenchanting Uncommon equipment, and at the end here, your chances of creating additional Storm Dust when disenchanting Uncommon equipments are increased, so you just get more Storm storm dust from regular green disenchants. Over here you have the blue one, the rare resourcing, so you get more shards back, right, whenever you disenchant. And on the right side you have epic escalations, giving you more crystals. Now for this specialization tree, you can also go two paths. If you have a third character, like let's just say you have a main, and your main has engineering plus tailoring, or engineering plus alchemy, because every single main wants to have alchemy, well, you can send BOEs to a character to disenchant. On a BOE disenchanting character, I would go for the main talent tree right here, designated disenchanter, then go to uncommon utilitarian, then rare resourcing. BOE greens and BOE blues are pretty much always going to be worth disenchanting, but for the first couple of months, you will probably never disenchant a rare BOE epic. Like BOE epics, you will sell them on the auction house because they will almost guaranteed be more pricey than those crystals. So for BOE bound on equip items, whenever you're sending those to a disenchanter, focus on the main skill tree, the uncommon skill tree, and the rare skill tree. That being said, if you have a main and you want to have enchanting on your main for whatever reason, now you suddenly have a reason to go down here to epic escalations, because on your main you will run a lot of LFR, Mythic Plus, regular Mythic Dungeons, and even raids, whether that is normal raids, heroic raids, or mythic raids. Now the more of those activities you do, the more epic items you will get, and the more epic items you will get that you no longer need. And whenever you either get the epic item you don't need, or you swap one out that you would like get an upgrade, for example, and you swap out an epic, you can now disenchant that epic and get more crystals. So on a main, go for the epic. On alts, go for rare and uncommon if they're meant for BOE. If you have any alts you're doing like raiding content with or Mythic Plus content with, you can also go for epic escalations to get more crystals back, just giving you more gold for your regular daily content, like your regular gameplay. Now next up we have everlasting enchantments. Over here you're focusing on different types of enchants. So first of all you will get plus skill, and you will then learn various recipes and also specialize even further in certain recipes or certain enchants. So for example on the left side you have earthen enchantments, giving you more skill and also specializing further and learning more recipes in the earthen category. Down the middle path you have Arathor alterations, basically Arathor enchants, where you will get more skill points in Arathor enchants and learn more recipes in the Arathor category. On the right side you have Nerubian enchants, giving you more skill in those, and you will learn more Nerubian enchants. As for exactly which ones to focus on here, it's a little bit difficult to say, because it just depends on what's on different BIS lists out there, like what's going to be the best enchants for raids, what's going to be the best enchants for gathering, for like different types of professions out there, crafting as well. So for example, for weapons though, you have mostly Arathor and earthen, not just mostly, only. So you have earthen enchants for weapons, and you have Arathor enchants for weapons as well. So if you want to focus on weapon enchants, those are going to be the two to focus on. Now on the other hand, for Nerubians, you have ring, bracer, and cloak enchants that you're getting from Nerubians. So if you want to focus on that instead, you can go for Nerubian. It's just going to be a choice you have to make, and once again I would pay very close attention to best in slot lists, especially on Wowhead when it comes to these enchants. People love to follow those best in slot lists on Wowhead, even if they're wrong, so just follow those lists and make whatever enchants are listed there at the highest quality you can, and then put those on the auction house. Now, after you make a decision of where to go, after you make a decision of where to go and put knowledge points there, and /or when you have maxed out this tree, once again remember that supplementary shattering will be beneficial to everything you're crafting, including enchants. You just don't want to get the multi multi-craft one, because you can't proc multi-craft on regular enchants, but you can get ingenuity procs, resourcefulness, and even this one. So there's 90 additional knowledge points to be spent right here as well that will benefit your enchants. On the last one you have ephemerals, enchantments, and also equipment, where you can focus on enchanting equipment, making equipment, and also enchanting that equipment as well. You can make oils, which is going to be a really great way to make gold in the War Within, and you can learn how to make, for example, the best rods in the game, professional production. Learn how to make the ruined iron claw rod formula, which will then be wanted by every single other enchanter. So going over to that rod, for example, that I currently have, which should be here somewhere. If we just scroll up far enough, we have the rod right here, we have the ruined iron claw rod. This gives you plus 18 Cass Algar's skill for enchanting, and that's gonna be a lot. As you can see, once again, I don't have the skill points to guarantee the highest quality every single time, but that's because I have a very bad item right here. I could get 10 more skill points, plus I don't have any accessories. So when it comes to min-maxing here and maxing out and getting as much skill as possible, you want to have this at the highest quality you can. Now that being said, even though I can't guarantee this, I can use my concentration, 437, to guarantee this at the highest quality, thereby giving you more skill points and more stats whenever you get this one. As you can see, the highest quality available will now give you 329 stats, and you can even use different crafting reagents here to guarantee which stat you want to have. Do you want to have crafting speed? Do you want to have, for example, ingenuity all the way down here? Or do you want to have resourcefulness? You can decide, and it adds plus 5 difficulty, but then I can guarantee that to make sure you get a rod with the stats you want to have. And being an enchanter, being able to make this, you can charge so much fee when you can make the best rod in the game with guaranteed stats for other people. That being said, a lot of your gold will come from crafting orders, both public ones, patron ones, and personal ones. Now, another added benefit to both everlasting enchantments and ephemerals, enrichments, and equipment is that you will learn so many new formulas, and a lot of the patron orders are based on formulas that you have to find out how to make. So not everyone is going to be able to make all of these enchants. Like, for example, Gleeful Glamour, not everyone is going to have that. You would have to learn that somehow. And the same thing for all of these 4. And all of them can give you a knowledge point. As you can see, they give you artisan acuity and a consortium payout. Opening that payout, you can get a knowledge point for enchanting. So focusing on crafting orders will be really helpful to getting knowledge points to further increase the profitability and the potency of your enchants, whichever way you decide to make gold. So doing a quick little recap here, method number 1 of making gold is being a disenchanter, either focusing on BOEs through uncommon or rare items, or focusing on epic items on your main or on a character you intend to play the game a lot with, doing Mythic Plus dungeons and even raids. Method number 2, making enchants, and method number 3, focusing on pretty much all of this, even though you could make a decision of either going to the left, down the middle, or to the right, so you can make a decision here as well. But basically, this is the various crafts in enchanting, which covers both enchanting equipment, mana oils, reagents, and pretty much everything. And when it comes to both everlasting enchantments and ephemerals, even disenchanting to a certain degree, supplementary shattering will be helpful. And once you have maxed out your primary specialization tree, you then want to use supplementary shattering as exactly that, a supplementary specialization tree, which will help you out make even more gold. One final note here when it comes to ephemerals, enrichments, and equipment is that me personally, if I was going to use this, which I probably am, I would go for down the middle path first to make professional equipment at launch, when everyone wants to get the best rod that they can and the best professional equipment that they can. because when it comes to, for example, Material Maestro, making reagents and mana oils, and then specializing even further into mana oils, the raids don't open until 1.5 weeks after launch, or 2 weeks after launch, and then Mythic raids open 1 week after that. So you have a lot of time before the rush for reagents, or like the rush for consumables, start, where at the start people focus more on skilling up their professions and getting their profession equipment. Meanwhile, after about 2 weeks, suddenly people start wanting those mana oils in bulk. That being said, like, if you spend 30 points here, then 20 points, and further 20 points, that's going to be 70 points spent, which you can pretty much get the first week, and then the second and third week you can then build out your mana oils to make gold there as well. So for me, I would focus on professional equipment while that's hot, and while that is in huge demand, and then swap over to making oils when the raids are open. Either way, that's just how I would use enchanting as a gold making profession. I am definitely going to have a disenchanting character now to make gold with as well, so just focusing on both uncommon items and rare items, and even on my main I might even pick up enchanting plus alchemy. Alchemy directly gives you some benefits, and being an enchanter with the epic profession here, or epic escalations, will simply give me more crystals back whenever I swap out my gear. If I get an upgrade, that's good. I can now disenchant my old epic and get more crystals, and if I get loot from Mythic Plus that I don't need, that's also good, because now I can get more crystals. So either way, it's a win. Either way, hopefully this video was helpful to you. If it was, leave a like down below, and let me know which professions you are going with on your main in the War Within. And yeah, thank you for watching, I really do appreciate it. I will see you again in the next video very soon.